Like, if you see, I grew up speaking French in Montreal. If you would have said the word Sault Ste. Marie to me, what Marie looked like, you know what? Doesn't matter. Marie's gotta suit me first. Man.
You know what I think we should do? I think we should take Bob Barker's brain, put it inside a dog, and see if he neuters himself. You know what I mean? That way I can finally know if he was serious when he told us to help control the pet population, have your pet spayed or neutered. My best friend's getting married, which is weird, because I thought slavery was illegal. All right, that's out of the way. Let's move on. See what I got on the list here. Anyway, so I'm getting old. You can probably tell by my hair. Like, you know when you're old when you meet a girl and she doesn't even know who Michael Jackson is. The same girl didn't even know who Jean-Claude Van Damme was. So I splits kicked her in the face. If you don't laugh at that joke, you're either stupid or an 80s villain. And I hope someone kicks you in the face at 3 different angles in slow-mo and then wins the Kumite. You're gonna take a shot for that one. Did it? Did I just get cut off, or am I doing Electric Avenue? I had like harsh.
Americans don't understand us because I was hanging out with this American person from California, and they couldn't understand how we live like right next to the states, and the town is smaller than ours. They're like, why didn't you guys just take it? And like, I mean, how do you answer that? I mean, the nerve, right? Obviously, the balls too. They're American; they have a lot of balls. But the other thing all I could come up with was just very Canadian answers. I don't know. The river's deep. I don't know. It's got a lot of current. Pretty sure they didn't come out with the life jacket till like at least 1900 or something, I think. I don't know. But that was long after we stopped like trying to shoot at them and stuff. And yeah, like we were like literally shooting at them and stuff. You guys know that, right? You went to high school, right? Like he my dad, okay, he's part of like he works the door every week. Give it up for my dad, folks. And here's the thing. It's like a museum of sorts being around the house with my parents, because my dad says stuff like this: make me some coffee. And my mom goes and makes him coffee. Isn't that like a hate crime? I mean, I've taken advantage of the free labor myself, okay? So the blood is on my hands. I've checked my labels, all right? No, I was, earlier in the summer, I was away from Toronto. I loved the whole Rob Ford thing. I was loving it. The whole Rob Ford thing was just beautiful because it was this right-wing, fat, white male going down the tubes in the exact way that he always fought against, like he was always against black people and that, and the press just weird with that stuff. And then he's found smoking crack. It's beautiful, but the other thing he was good at, it shows what politicians get away with that we can't get away with. Like, he called a press conference where everyone was there to ask one question. And he walked out, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna take questions. Anyone have a question? Everyone's like, do you smoke crack? Next question. Are you on crack right now? Next question. Any other questions? And then they just off. Did you see that? Try that in your life. You get pulled over by the cop. Have you been drinking? Next question. License registration? Next question. Any other questions here? We're just gonna leave. The next one I want to go down hard is Stephen Harper. That's the next guy I want, like, for right wing, like, the fascism the country's been going through, right? That'd be great. And like caught in a sort of a same fashion as Ford was, like against people that he's been like fucking over. I want him like on a cell phone camera in the back of a Greyhound bus, huffing gas with native teenage boys. That's like with a KFC bucket on his head, making abortion jokes. Because I ride the Greyhound, folks. I'm not afraid to admit it. People are afraid to... What a class divide we live in. When you know that when you ride the Greyhound, because you get on a plane, they're like, welcome aboard. We're going to be taking off soon, you know? Even today, like that near crash they had, they'd probably make that sound pleasant. Oh, you're almost going to crash. Don't worry about it. Everybody's great. Have a drink. Here's some peanuts. Good times, right? You get on the Greyhound, you know it's a class divide, because they're just like, all right, we're going. Next stop, Thessalon. Someone's like, what time are we going to be at Thessalon at? I don't know. What am I, a psychic?
The last time we drove here, and it was long. And then JP's like, hey man, you want to perform? And there was there was half excitement. And then he Facebooked me. Look, you gotta understand, I've known JP for what, 10 years? Yeah, he's a fidgety too. The whole time back there, he won't stop. But he's wearing, is that a vest? I don't know what he's wearing. So he looks like a drugged out game show host that hit his prime 10 years ago in Canada. Do you understand that? Like he had his own game show called The Wheels Are Spinning, and he would be like, and it's right here, you won your cash. And he's just shady as shit back there, just like, nah. You feel like shit about my life. He's like, I'm a go-getter. I'm like, I don't want to go get anything. Do you understand that? I want a hot dog and I want mustard to drip on my chest hair. Do you understand that? And I want to watch Breaking Bad finally. That's my goal. I have no idea what that crazy white guy said in the back. He's been scaring me the whole time. He's wearing track pants after. He's wearing track pants at night. That's right there, that's a terrifying mode too. And he just keeps yelling shit and then looking at me like I'm on the same page. Not at all, man. You're on your own. Why do you bring me into your shittiness? Stop making eye contact when you spew out shitty shit and be like, yeah, you on board with that? Not a chance, buddy. I have no idea what the you're saying. I wish I had sound here to mute you. Do you understand that? You're terrifying me. I don't know what he said. He said thongs and I was terrified. Do you understand that? He had the smile of the Joker. He went thongs and I'm like, why do you keep spinning around like that with your smile? You're weirding me out right now. And he's not gonna stop at all. That guy's just gonna keep chugging away. He's gonna go to a Greyhound station and terrify 4 homeless people. Do you understand that? I don't even know who this guy is who's filming. I have no idea. Sketchy JP was just like, there's some news people in the back. Do you want to fuck with them? I'm like, I don't know who they are. They haven't talked to me or made eye contact with me. It could be porn. Who knows? And the guy's on his phone right now. I don't know who the he's texting while he's taping this event. Maybe his wife? I have no idea. Oh wait, maybe that might be your wife. Is that your wife? No? What the Well, look at me. Why are you looking at the camera? Who the is that on your left-hand side that's operating another camera? That's the other camera? Oh, okay. Well, you got close to her on the other side and it weirded me out. So I was like, why is that guy talking to her? Do you have a wife?
I do.
Is she at home?
She is.
Nice. Where are you from?
We're from Sioux today and Local 2. Local 2, we're filming her...
Well, who the Booze News? Relax. This guy, yeah, you and your news broadcasting shit. So angry inside. Stop telling us how shitty the world is with print. Jesus Christ. I'm angry. You keep pushing my buttons. I'm moving to Sudbury. I swear to God. You push my buttons. Did you report that the plane turned back? Was that you? Did you report that? That's why I'm angry inside. I could have died. You understand that? That angry I am. And why? You know why I'm more angry than ever? Is because I passed out for 15 minutes. I opened my eyes, and you gotta understand, Chris Bonabar is the most chilled. The way he acts on stage is how he acts all day. Do you understand that? There was 9 words he maybe told me today, and he's like the coolest guy ever. Like no emotion. He's like, look, we gonna eat a sandwich, right? I was like, I don't. Why is that the biggest statement in the world? Like he said that to me. I'm like, yeah, are we? Like, I'm like, is this the end of the world? Why do you keep saying things like it's the and so you gotta understand, he's sitting next to me. He hasn't said shit. I wake up and then the pilot's like, we're gonna have to revert. And I'm like, what? And then Bonaparte is awake, but he looks at me and goes, I don't know, man. Well, what? He goes, he looks out the window and he goes, man, I think the propeller stopped moving. Yo, this guy turned and looked at me and said that with a straight face. I go, what you mean the propeller stopped? He goes, man, take a look. It ain't moving. I think the engine ain't working. Well, what the we could die! Look, man, these planes are known to fly with one engine. I couldn't be afraid for the next hour because the coolest guy in the world was like, we gonna die. So we might see Jesus, and he might have a joint for us. I hate flying. Because I have panic attacks and I have to take drugs. I took Gravol, which is the weirdest drug to take, right? Because it's not even a drug. But I took 4, which is stupid. But I was too scared of flying, so I couldn't fall asleep, so it didn't work. I was just high as shit. But not a good high. Like, weed is like, I know the high. Ecstasy, I know the high. I've never done coke, but I assume I know the high. Heroin, I've never done it. My uncle's done it. I can tell it's gonna f your life up. So I avoided that. But Gravol, there's no high. Your face becomes numb, and that's shitty because the flight attendant would try talking to me, and she's like, would you like some food? And I'm like, I just couldn't move my face. And I don't like, my girlfriend is like a very lovely lady, and she chats. She's a chatter. She'll meet strangers, and she'll be like, hey, how you doing? Like, I hate that. I hate people, right? I like and I hate people. Does that make sense? I don't like talking. I'm like, I don't like I have trust issues, so I'm like, I don't like you. You're weirding me out. I don't like elevator talk. Don't talk to me in a elevator. There's no point. We're not gonna see each other anymore. Don't turn to me and be like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, not good. Poof, and I'm out. You just, it gives a shit to talk. I live like in a shitty area in Toronto, and this is a true story. This guy, white. You ever see like white guys that like dress like in hip hop clothes, but they don't have fashion. It's very startling. So it's like this guy was like this. He's smoking a joint, and he's like, I can see him. It's like noon. I was like, this guy doesn't care. He's smoking weed at noon. Obviously, he doesn't give a about his life, right? So I'm standing at the bus shelter. He's there, and the people are waiting. He gets up, walks by me, and gives me one of these. He goes, like a head nod, and then punches a guy waiting for the bus. Why did you head nod me? That made it look like I organized this whole thing. Why the would you do that? And he kept, because you know when you get hit and you have no idea why you're in a fight? This guy got hit and he goes like this. He goes, what? He was trying to get the details as he's getting punched. It was the shittiest feeling ever. He's like, what's going on? Who are you? Did I take your transfer? Why are you so mad at me? And the guy kept looking at me. I'm like, stop looking at me. I'm not the one that organized this. I'm trying to tell everyone, and then I couldn't take the bus. I had to walk 15 blocks because this face ruined my whole experience. I don't want to be sitting on a bus going like, that's the guy that organized the random act of violence right there. I think this guy got really uncomfortable. Are you wearing a salmon shirt? How are you pulling that off in Sault Ste. Marie? How are you not burned yet? What's your background?
Black Irish.
You're Black Irish? What does that even mean? I don't want to be a part of this racism. That was weird. Did you invent a new race? Black Irish. Oh, you're white, but you're too tan. So there's not enough black people in town to say hateful things, so they just use you. Is that it?
Folks, every Wednesday night right here at Koch's Court. Right here at this place, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but right here at this place, tell your friends, tell your aunties, we do a great comedy show right here, approximately 9 to 10 p.m. every Wednesday. Folks, stick around, drink some more drinks, but get home safe. Enjoy your show. Come back next week.
Hi, I'm Phoenix Deshane. I'm a comedian here at Koch's Corner every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. You're going to want to check it out. I'm also known as Kid Dynamite. I've been doing the show for about 6 weeks now. We got JP here, great comedian. It's an exciting show. You got to come check it out. Koch's Corner, every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. Don't miss it.
Website gets out to people. This lady at the Porter counter today, when they told me that they almost killed my 2 friends, she said, "Oh, I know who you are. Oh, it's good to put a face to people we almost killed today." I was reading the article that you guys posted today about me, and your trolls are just, you have some of the finest trolls on your website. Like I've done lots of web work and stuff, and but there's lots of famous people that they're coming. There's lots of good stuff coming, and there was lots of good stuff in the summer. If you didn't show up, I'm sorry for you. Okay.